Hey guys, how you doing today? So welcome to day 5 of the high ticket sales challenge, and today we want to look at win-win sales. Sometimes when we talk about sales, a lot of us who are actively involved in selling, we forget the part where it has to be win-win. You have just done a terrible sale when it's just about you winning, when it's just about you and what you want. To have a good sale, everybody must win, everybody must make progress. And as far as I'm concerned, that is really how to make progress, right? It must be win-win. Everybody must get value. And I've always argued again and again and again, if we are to how do I put it? If we are to really do high tickets, then you have to come from the position of what is it in it for this person. Now, if I were the one that somebody is pitching to, if I were the one somebody is trying to sell a land to, a house to, what will I be looking for? What will get me to say yes? Right? What exactly is that thing that is equals to value for me? Because what is value to you most times is not what's value to the customer. I'll give you an example. I've tried to sell properties to people that what was important to them was not city center. But, I'm thinking, hey, this property is just 10 minutes from the airport, 15 minutes from downtown. And they're like, that's not what I want. I want far. I want the bush. I want village if possible. And that happened to me as well. When I was to buy my property in Houston, what I told my agents, it must be 5 acres. At the end of the day, it was 3.3 acres. It must be somewhere that is like a ranch. I don't want city center. I want a place you come, you're on your own. I grew up in that kind of place. I grew up in a village in Maiduguri, northern part of Nigeria. And I wanted somewhere that has some form of river and all of that. So eventually I got the river, I got 3.3 acre, I got somewhere that is really out of town, but I love it. But imagine you are the agent and you're just saying, no, I know Dr. Steven is a busy man, he travels a lot, 10 minutes from the airport. My house is over an hour from the airport, right? 15 minutes from downtown, my house over an hour from downtown. So those are things you want to be looking for. What is value for this person? What is win for this person? Sometimes you're doing with another client, it's price. I want it cheap. If you can get me something cheap, but quality, then I'm good. So but cheap is relative. I've seen people say to me, I want something affordable, and I say, what's your budget? They say $2 million. So ask questions, because sometimes when someone say, I want it affordable, I want quality, you can be thinking affordable quality. Maybe he's looking for something in the neighborhood of $250,000, and you're wrong, because cheap is relative. It depends on who you are talking to. I've shared in one of the videos how I was talking to a bank MD, right? And showing me a brochure, and then he saw 17 million, 1 bedroom. He already was mentally like, something is wrong with this guy, something is fishy somewhere. Are there houses of 17 million naira, even if it's 1 bedroom, 17 million naira, right? He already had for him, the price was too cheap for it to be real. So you need to know, and I think it's a major challenge most of us as salespeople have, because if you have to, particularly those of us from humble background, right? We sometimes haven't mingled with a lot of wealthy people enough to know that even when a rich person is telling you cheap, affordable, reasonable, the definition of cheap to him is a whole different ballgame. Because he's comparing the prices to a whole different kind. So I'll give you an example. Somebody has a Rolls Royce, right? And you didn't know he has a Rolls Royce. And he just wanted to add to his collection something, German machine, so it's thinking between Mercedes or BMW, right? You didn't know he already has a Rolls Royce, and he's telling you, I want something, I'm looking at between Mercedes or BMW, but I want something affordable. Now you and I know that you cannot bring certain Mercedes or certain BMW to such a person, right? He wants something way premium that he or she is looking for, and that's very important. But you must get a win-win. Sometimes win-win to people is the emotional side of things. I will call it the intangible sell. Oh, good news, sir. There is only 10 of this type of car made in the world, okay? And only 3 has been sold. You are the 4th person to get it. This is the 4th one coming to you. Some people, that's what they're looking for. That's win-win. So take your time. Ask the customer, what is win-win for you? What is win for you? What is premium for you? What are you really looking for? Okay? What do you see as value in this transaction? Okay, what's the value? So when I sell land, I always ask people these 2 questions. Are you looking to buy this land for investment or for development? I'm always asking. I have a client who just bought some land from us. Over a little over $500,000. And the first question to him was simple. Are you looking to develop or for investment? I said, hey, I'm into construction. I'm ready to develop immediately. And that question made me to tailor-made what he need for him. So, for example, we decided to now bring him. We're supposed to set phase 3 for him. But because he was ready to build immediately, I said to him, we'll make an exception. We're putting you in phase 1. Since you are building immediately, we're going to give you free architectural design, okay, for free, so that hasten your work. Cut the long story short, they already working on permits and is about to start building. And that's, for the man, what meant the whole world to him. He's one of the best sales I've ever made, because the man is so grateful, so thankful, so joyous, like, thank you, I'm grateful, sir. Dr. Stephen, you don't understand. You've added so much. But that was because we then customized it a bit, okay, towards what was win for him. Again, I don't want to overemphasize this, but please, you don't know what is win for the customer. They alone know. And ask them, what is win-win for you in this? What is the win? What are you looking for? What will make you happy in this particular transaction? I want something customized for you. I want something tailor-made for you. But please tell me, what is a win? And once you can get that for the customer, oh boy, you are on your way to an amazing time of success, amazing time of sale, and you will not have what we call buyer's remorse. At times customers buy from you, they're looking back, they're angry, they're not happy, they're like, hey, why did I buy so much? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? But in many cases, when you structure it so customized, so win-win, the customer is so happy. And there's no buyer's remorse, there's excitement, there's joy, there's fun, there's so much of thank you. And the person will bring more. The person will move from just a buyer to an advocate. And you better want to have 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, premium HNIs who are your advocate. You have that, there's no limit to your greatness, there's no limit to your success, okay? That just keep ringing and ringing and ringing over and over again. And that's just the way you want to see life and business and whatever it is you do, okay? I love you so much, and thank you for being part of this event. I need you to share testimony. I'm big on testimonies. You got value, share. Because we live in a world where somebody could have impacted the life of millions of people, right? And then there's this 20 that are not happy, and then they get louder than the millions, and it's the reason why evil continue to grow in our society, because we're so silent when good is done, but we're so loud that evil sounds bigger than good. The society looks as if there's more evil than good, and that's not true, right? There's so much good going on, but we're not singing of the good, we're not talking of the good, and we've created a toxic environment for all of us, right? Because we're always talking about the bad, the good, the ugly rather, and the bad that is happening all the time, instead of re-echoing. I went for a training, it was free, I got value. I've done in my life over 1,000 conferences and meetings, and most of them are free. 99% of them are free, and it's the one premium one I have, that people are complaining, oh, $18,000. We cannot continue to live in that kind of society where people have done 1,000 good, then one that we have issues with, and it doesn't mean that one is evil. We just have issues with it. Maybe we can't afford it, maybe we don't like it, maybe it comes to us in a particular way, and it's that one, okay, that we sing and shout and literally create a mob to attack a brand that has been built over the years. And the answer is that the good people, those who have gotten value, kept silent, and that's why evil prevail. Okay, so share this video, share your experiences, and let's move from there. God bless you. Bye.